Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. And as you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about Carlos trying to defend Kimmie and Maurice when he and Dr. Heavenly's audience, they totally went in on Kimmie and Maurice. It was hilarious. While these two were discussing some hot topics. And yesterday, Monday, March 25th, 2024, was definitely a hot news day. Now, before we get into these details, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video, or even if you were to hit the dislike button, either one of those work the same, meaning that YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing the various topics surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you. And of course, everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed for criticism. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. So Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King, during their Messy Mondays live show, they were discussing various topics, including the rumors that Robin Dixon has been fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac, Candace announcing that she's leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac, just a see you later, not a farewell. And they did not get into Diddy. Dr. Heavenly mentioned it. I guess Carlos must have texted her some headlines. And then he was like, we need more information on that. So they didn't get into that. And they were talking about Mia and her husband, Gordon, and her man, Ink, and their love triangle. Okay. Which if you watch What Happens Live, if you don't have cable, but you have a Peacock subscription, you can watch last night's episode of Watch What Happens Live. Mia was on there. Ink was sitting in the audience, and she elaborated on the entire situation and currently co-parenting with G. But anyway, so I'm setting the scene for you all, and they're discussing, Real Housewives of Potomac and who brings nothing to the show. And people were saying, Carlos King, he's not a fan of Ashley Darby. He and Dr. Heavenly were talking about, the best. Dr. Heavenly feels like Giselle, Karen Huger, and Candace are the best housewives on the Real Housewives of Potomac. So she felt like Candace quitting is a huge loss to the show. Carlos King was saying Ashley can go and Robin should go totally. So then people in the in the live chat, they were like, well, Kimmie and Maurice need to go. And here is that soundbite.
To the show other than lawsuits. You said what? They said Love and Marriage Huntsville. What do Kimmie bring to the show other than lawsuits? I don't know nothing about no lawsuits. Excuse me? I done cut our shit off. Wait a minute, you cut the shit off? You done cut the shit. Okay. Wait. What they say to you? I didn't see. What comments did you see? They said over there. I don't know nothing about it. They say that Kimmie and Maurice don't bring, but I don't know what they bring. Wait. Time out. They said we'll have a major shakeup after next year. That's what they said. First of all, I got to respond to you, though. What did Heavenly, are you? That ain't me. Somebody freezing. That's you? No, I'm good. Okay. Somebody said to you, Kimmie does what now? When you say they bring nothing to the show, they sitting on the bench. They said Kimmie and Maurice bring nothing to your show, Love and Marriage. That's what they said. I don't agree with that. Okay, what they said. That's what the people said, so. That's it. Watch your back. See, this is the thing. And I want to be very real. Everybody brings something different to the show, right? Dr. Jackie brings expertise. She brings balance. She brings wisdom. Not everybody has to be on the turn up, right? So Kimmie, y'all want to bring up Kimmie let's have a real conversation. It's good. Kimmy brings wisdom. She brought you a personal story of her battling breast cancer, and thank God she is cancer free. Kimmy brings balance. Kimmy brings a world of sense to conversations. Not everybody needs to be rah-rah, but look, I'm gonna take it because again, I'm doing this, expressing my opinion, and you guys are allowed to do the same. Now I ain't gonna lie, that did gag me. I don't know nothing about it. The people said it, so I don't know. Well, you don't have to read it, Emily. But you do it, so we gonna do it. So so you and I.
Okay, so first of all, Dr. Heavenly, she was obviously watching the live chat and she was not going to let a shady comment concerning Love and Marriage Huntsville slide. She was definitely going to bring it to Carlos's attention. He even admitted, he said that that comment had him gagged, meaning that it threw him off guard. It was shocking to him. He did not see that coming. And so Dr. Heavenly said it like, oh, well, they're saying in the chat that Kimmie and Maurice don't bring anything to Love and Marriage Huntsville except lawsuits. She's so funny, except lawsuits. But I don't know nothing about that though. And so, you know, Carlos, he was shocked. He was genuinely shocked because he wanted to respond. He didn't want to not say anything. And then he knew us bloggers would say, yeah, you know, it's true, you know, but he had to get his thoughts together. And then he went back to season 5 when Kimmie shared with us her journey and the health crisis that thank God he brought her through. And she is healthy again now. So what I will say, the problem is though, Carlos, you and the production team, you all let Maurice and Kimmie take that very relatable story and they mutated it, they changed it, they transformed it into this perpetual discussion on sex and how Maurice got to have it and Kimmie ain't up to it. And, you know, what do they do about it over and over and over? Their story on the show, it no longer became about Kimmie's journey with the health crisis. I don't even like saying the C word, but to me, we didn't even get much of that. We didn't get much of her thoughts day to day and what she did to remain encouraged. And, you know, we didn't even get to see much about how her son was affected by it. Come on now. The only angle that we got was that Maurice was worried that he wasn't going to get to bust a NUT because his wife is going through a major health crisis. That was the only angle that we got out of her battling the C. So that was some poor production. And yeah, it's looking like Kimmie and Maurice bring nothing to the show. That's why it would make total sense if they were demoted to just friends of the show. Now, during season 7, if we see that Sonny and Moses bring it and they are not full-time cast, that will be a total blunder, blooper, whatever you want to call it, where Kimmie and Maurice should be just friends of the show and then other couples be main cast. And I have a feeling that season 7 is going to prove just that. Now there's more. So at the end of their live broadcast, Dr. Heavenly and Carlos decided that they were going to acknowledge super chats. And someone sent a super sticker and they had this to say.
True. House of the Princess, Mia did Gordon like Martell did Melody. Sure did. Now that's a great analogy. They left them, they disrespected them and left. We have.
Okay, so the super sticker was from House of the Princess. She is a blogger here on YouTube. Definitely check out her channel. And she said that Mia from the Real Housewives of Potomac treated her husband Gordon the way that Martell treated Melody. Dr. Heavenly agreed with the analogy, saying that they disrespected their spouses. And absolutely, they have. So now let's get into this love triangle that is Mia Thornton, Gordon Thornton and a radio personality, Ink. Be sure not to call Ink a DJ. According to Mia, he is a radio personality. So Mia from the Real Housewives of Potomac has known Ink since they were teenagers in high school. Apparently, they were high school sweethearts. Now, for whatever reason, they did not get married. Mia grows up. She works at a strip club where she meets her current husband, Gordon Thornton, and they were dating. I have a feeling, in my opinion, that Mia and Gordon had a very hot, very hype sex life and dating life. I have a feeling that they had threesomes sometimes, allegedly, and just in my opinion, they had a really poppin' sex life, and then they decided to get married. Well, when Mia was on Watch What Happens Live last night, she said that after they got married, Gordon wanted to still invite women into their bedroom, into their marriage, and have threesomes. And she did not want that for a marriage. Now, in my opinion, because my godmom even told me once that how you start off in a marriage, you're going to have to keep that up, right? And the example that my godmom once gave me is like, if you're that wife that fixes your husband's plate, if he doesn't have to even pull back the covers at night to get in the bed because you do that, if you start that type of ish in the beginning, you're going to have to keep it up. I do feel like Mia and Gordon, they even add to that, that how you date them, you might have to keep up in your marriage. So if I'm right in my assumption that Mia and Gordon were having threesomes, inviting people into their bedrooms when they were dating, Gordon totally expected that to continue once they got married. Now, in my opinion, because if you're watching the Real Housewives of Potomac and you're looking at their therapy sessions, Gordon is totally trying to convince Mia that they have a healthy, strong, stable marriage. And I think that he does not want to lose her. She even said in her confessional in Sunday night's episode that he does not want to divorce her. And I think it's because he's just so proud, so geek that he can say that his wife is young enough to be his own daughter. I think they're about 30 years apart. In an episode, her friend Jacqueline even said, Gordon's like 72. He's 70 something. And when he was 70, he was extremely sick. He was battling the C, unfortunately. Thank God he's healed as well. But when he was battling the C, he couldn't get it up. And so he permitted Mia to get her rocks off with ink. He just asked that Mia never flaunted it in his face and did not bring the children around him. And according to Gordon, their kids have been around ink to the fact where their son Juju said to him, why is mommy trying to replace you with ink? And then there is the question of whether or not Juju is Ink's son or Gordon's. Y'all, this love triangle, it is so out of control. It is ridiculous. Carlos King likes to call the Real Housewives of Potomac baddies Potomac. If you all have a Zeus subscription. My loctician, Brittany, she has a Zeus subscription, y'all. She confessed, and I was cracking up. I was like, you're the first person I know personally who has one. But anyway, on Zeus, they have a show called Baddies where the girls fight. It's like inspired by the show The Bad Girls Club, which Natalie Nunn got her reality TV show start on. And confession, I used to watch The Bad Girls Club back in the day. Yes, I did. And I remember Judy throwing that cereal on Priscilla while she was sleeping. Priscilla woke up and turned into the Incredible Hulk, pulled Judy's hair right out of the root from the follicles, baby. But anyway, so now there is an updated version on Zeus called Baddies. And Carlos likes to call the Real Housewives of Potomac baddies Potomac because they have had fights on there. They judged Monique Samuels only to have had other fights on there since then, including Sunday night's episode. But I like to call the Real Housewives of Potomac the Maury Povich show because now there is the test of paternity. Mia totally has storyline for days for season 9. I feel like season 9, Mia and Karen are going to carry the season. And I feel like, Gordon, number one, he should not have cheated on his previous wife, allegedly, with Mia. That's first and foremost. Number two, he should not have permitted his wife, Mia, to be able to get some outside of the marriage. Perhaps challenge her sex drive and let her just be using bedroom candy until you're healthy again, Gordon. Gordon was moving like Kimmy in that situation, and Mia got to act like Maurice. Well, I guess I should say Maurice wishes he could be like Mia in his situation. So, y'all, what do y'all think about this love triangle? Do you feel like Gordon kind of set himself up for heartbreak? Do you think that Mia was ever in love with Gordon? I don't think that she was in love with Gordon. I think that she was happy to like get off of the stripper pole, get out of the strip club. I think that he had her thinking that he was extremely financially stable and, he wanted to marry her. So she was like, okay. And in the back of her mind, she told Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live that ink was always in the back of her mind, y'all. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the support. I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. It is a free way of supporting the channel. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Shows Style and Spirit. I know that you all will have a terrific Tuesday. Try to think positive. Just keep your head down and work. Stay away from those gossipers on the job. They mean you no good. And be safe. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.